We're on.
Of course, there had to be a motorcycle go by right now. As soon as we go live,
Oh, right on the money.
right on the money.
That's your
As soon as we
motorcycle.
go live.
Someone's riding your motorcycle. Mm. Did you hear that? Oh no, you didn't hear that. That's in my ears. So, folks, take this time to share. Share. Ooh, spit that out, bro. Bota ese gargajo. Yeah.
As soon as it's done, you could go ahead. It's almost done.
What happened?
As soon as it's done, you could go ahead.
You tell me.
It's circling right now. So
what does that mean to me?
That means
it's like a vulture circling.
It's processing.
It's circling.
Circling. YouTube, Facebook, next bus, please. I think we should start going. I think we should start going live. Instead of next bus, please, on our page to transmission.
We do.
No, we don't. Oh, we do.
We are, bro. What's wrong with you, bro? How would we not go live on Facebook and not go live on our page?
Because I don't have my helmet on.
Captain Video. Yo, we ready?
It looks like. Let me see.
That I see. You got it up there. You ready?
Okay. Yep.
We ready? Isael, you ready?
I'm actually here.
Let's do this.
Hey operators, does your badge holder look like this? Or like this? Who's guilty of being like this? I'm gonna help you guys out. It literally takes seconds. If you see anybody that has it like this, I'm a little OCD. I see it. I just want to fix it. I'll show you how. Alright, so you have your nice, fresh, brand new, well, this is not new, but you get the drift. You get your badge holder. You're going to have this loop. How do you put it through? You're going to pinch the actual stretchy part. You're going to pinch it. That pinch is going to go through. To the camera side. It's going to go through the actual badge slit that you have over here. Right? Once you have that, then open the loop. Open the loop, and then you're going to take the top part where you clip it through and feed it through the loop. Alright. Once you do that, you're in the home stretch. You're going to take this, a little bit of a stretch, and then place it inside the actual holder. And of course, you can fix this so it'll be nice and straight. And there you go. That's how you put your badge holder, your badge, into your badge holder. So this started a couple of years ago when I was in Zariga, and I was like, we just graduated, we got our badges. How do we get this in there? So I sat down and I was playing with the badge, and I figured it out. Of course, some people don't like to share the secrets. So I've seen other operators have their badge for 10 years, 5 years, 7 years, all twisted up, all degraded. But if you take care of it, it will last. And then, you know, nice and even, nice and even, nice and even. All right, please take pride in what you have. There you go.
Ah, like two deers and headlights. Yo, I'm counting the seconds. I was like, all right, and then I couldn't find the intro. I was like, oh shit! And they were like,
all those we on screen. Like, wait, what?
yeah.
Huh?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another.
What's good, peoples?
Oh, there goes the echo.
What's good, peoples?
Yes, folks. So momentarily, we're gonna have a word from those of you who've been under the rock. Yeah, the winner, the local 100 third vice chair winner. We're gonna have a talk with him.
So don't go.
What's good, bro?
Man, I finally went to go see 65, and bro, peoples, do not go to see that. Wait till that shit come out on DVD. It wasn't bad, but it's just not worth the price of movie theaters now. Movies have to be something else to spend that money. And unfortunately, 65, the acting was good and stuff like that, but it's not worth the price of admission. So if they have a TV option for it, do that. It's not a bad movie. It's just not worth going to the movies to see.
So wait for it to come out on the free app.
Free app. I think they have a streaming thing going on with it. Stream it at home with the family. Don't go spend movie theater money. It's not worth it. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's just not worth the movie theater price.
Okay. So listen, I think people came out because they want to see what's going on. They want to congratulations are in order, so we should bring him in. Oh,
yeah. As soon as he comes on, as soon as he comes in,
we'll bring him in. We'll have him momentarily.
The race to the third vice chair has been decided by the folks.
There he goes.
To say about that too.
All right, folks, let's bring in the newest member of the the winner of the local 100 third vice chair.
Officially third chair elect, the brother himself. Man, I'm gonna chop it up, Nas, but Nassar Abdul Rahim.
What? That sounded good to me. Bring him in.
Hey guys,
what's up, bro? Welcome.
Congratulations,
brother. Brother.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you, Blunt.
Congratulations. See, you wouldn't have been here if you didn't show up to our show.
No, see, had to show.
I would have been like, oh, now he wants to come on, huh? Now,
if only that was the case. But it is what it is. I mean,
that was a very close fight.
How does it feel right now, bro? Did you surreal?
Yeah.
Cheers. A little apple juice for you.
The clouds, yes. It was a hard election, hard fought. Just want to take the time out to thank each and every one of the candidates that participated. This is part of democracy. This is part of, being a part of the voice of the membership, this process. So what you did was definitely no small feat. It takes a lot of guts to come out here and sell yourself and talk to the membership and, and run and use your time and your resources and spend money and, you know, you're not getting paid to do this, and you know, you could be doing other stuff. You could be doing RDOs or finish ups or making money or attending to your family, but you are doing something that you feel is necessary to make the union, your division, and the membership a better place. So I salute each and every one of you, Ms. Howell, Mr. Whitaker, Brother Caesar, and just thank you for being part of that process.
All right.
Right. Let me just say real quick, Pete, before you go in. I give a shout out to all the candidates that ran. The ones that definitely, especially the ones that came on the show, they were very respectful and very professional at what they did. It seems, you know, that they've lost gracefully, and I want to give them a big shout out for doing that, and kudos for going through that. It's like Nas said, it's not easy to run, to put yourself in that position and be vulnerable like that. And so for them to step up and come on the show and pitch themselves to the people, and even like especially a big credit to Caesar, who's not tech savvy at all, but he still found a way to come on the show and present himself.
He's tech savvy. He's not
social media savvy. Sorry,
social media savvy. Yeah.
Social media savvy. Correct. Thanks for the correction. So, and for him to put himself out there and be very uncomfortable, but still go through it, you know, it was a even though he took the L, it wasn't a big L and altogether, you know, because he didn't lose by much, but it's still.
Let me give him the score real quick. Nas came up with 199. Nakia with 992. Did I say 992? 192.
Like, yeah.
That's the fucking system. Caesar with 121 votes, and Whitaker came last with 89.
Okay.
Nakia gave you a run for your money.
Yes, she did.
Give you a run for your money.
Salute to the sister. I congratulate her. She run a very good campaign. Especially first time out, to get those numbers is definitely eye catching. It's definitely something to take notice of, and I would encourage her to continue her political career, her aspirations. Learn as much as you can about the union, what it does. Get your bylaws, learn, ask questions. You got your chair over there, Brother Armstrong, very knowledgeable brother. I see a bright future for Sister Nakia. So thank you for being a part of the process and just learn. And if you have any occasion to reach out to me, please feel free to do so as your 3rd Division Vice Chair, or even as your brother Nas. Let's forget titles. I'm your union brother, and just if you have a reason to call on me for anything, if there's anything I can do to help you, and that's for all the candidates. You know, please feel free to contact me or get in contact with me.
Well, each one of you had said that you would work with each other regardless of who would win. So,
right.
You know, we got to get this union together.
So absolutely.
This is 4 right now that could come together and start working for a better union.
Yes.
Because it is sad. It was what? Let me get the number correct.
Yeah, the numbers were abysmal. I'm not really happy with the numbers.
Right. So with the numbers that you know of, Nas, how does that make you feel about the state that the union is in right now?
Well, it speaks to, you know, to me, it speaks to how the membership feels. And I could be wrong, but the numbers, you know, they usually say that cliche numbers don't lie.
Right.
We had 3,400 ballots mailed out, and I believe 601 was the total tally at the end of the election.
4,562 ballots.
Well, they started at 1,000, so minus 1,000, so it's 3,462.
Okay.
Right.
And only 101.
Right. So you do the math.
That just means that a lot of people just don't care.
Partially, but also
they're not happy with where the union is going.
Right. Also, what I was discovering when I was campaigning, and I don't know, maybe some of the other candidates could speak to it, but a lot of the membership did not get their ballots. Again, we go through the same cycle of that as well. And I believe there definitely has to be some sort of election reform within our local. This is the time to speak on it. This is absolutely unacceptable. where
So
I'm
as
meeting
a person
one of
that
people. I didn't get my ballot. So they're calling down to the Union Hall. They have an address from 10 years ago. And it's not just, I'm this is talking throughout the whole division. All 6 depots, I'm discovering this problem as I'm campaigning. Oh, I didn't get my ballot. They call up. It's address from 10 years ago, whatever, 5 years ago. They're no longer there. So how is it that the union can mail union calendars and get every other piece of union mail to the right address, but then come election time, ballots are not sent to the right address?
I'm really sorry. I don't, Ms. Mejia. I'm sorry. They don't care. And it's not just about the ballots not getting to them, because I myself spoke to a few operators, a couple today, some of these couple of days that went by, asking if they got the ballot and if we're going to send them. You know what I heard from about, it was 6 or 7.
I didn't open up my mail yet.
No, I didn't vote.
I got some of that. You didn't vote.
I didn't vote. Why didn't you vote?
Yeah,
Because there's the same every year. That's the most response I got, because it's the same, because there's no change, because it doesn't matter. So people just stop caring. This union has changed. Work
right.
at the depots have changed.
Right.
And we've talked about it before. Like, it's not the same anymore.
Yeah. It's sad. I mean, we have to do something better. I mean, the numbers, I got a lot of, I didn't open up my mail yet. Well, dang it. What do you take, 3 weeks to open up mail? I mean, and I heard that from various depots.
Another one told me, oh, you see what happened when they were running for president? How they lost and they still wound up running again.
Right.
And someone didn't want to be on the ballot, wanted to keep. So there's just people feeling like that. Like they feel like there's not going to be a win, that it's not going to be fair. Like it's all manipulated.
Right.
So, I mean, and I feel that everybody should be voting. If you want that change, you have to vote, whether you feel it's not going to work or nothing.
Right.
Like, I'm kind of feeling almost the same way of those operators were telling me, but I still sent my ballot. I put that check and I sent it.
I just want to share something,
because when it goes down to it, if you're gonna complain, but you don't vote, then
you shouldn't complain.
Yeah, if you're not gonna put that check mark, no matter how you feel, put that check mark, send it out, then stop complaining.
One way or the other. At least you have a voice in it. Without putting that check mark, you shut the fuck up.
Like Blunt said, that's a very important word. Your vote is your voice.
That's right.
Brother, your vote is your voice. Look how close this election was. A few more ballots here or there, could have changed the outcome of this election. So every vote counts, brothers and sisters. Every vote counts. The people, the stragglers, I call them the procrastinators. There were a lot of those. Did you mail in your ballot? Oh, I got to get to it. Oh, I left it on the refrigerator. Oh, I left it. I didn't check my mail. Oh, I got to go to my other address. Every vote counts. So please let this be something to learn from for people that are part of the first time voting process, and for my new operators, new to the MTA system, new to the union. Please be involved, be active, vote in every election, because this is how change comes. Change, like Pete said, change doesn't come just complaining amongst each other. Change comes by actively doing stuff, voting, getting involved, and things of that nature.
So what's in your first step right now? And let me ask you, are you like, because someone asked me this too, and I don't know about it. I don't know about the politics of the local, but are you now like on a different paycheck? Are you gonna be continue on the bus? Like, how does this work?
Well, that has to be all hashed out down at the union hall, so I can't really give any details about that right now. But
well, what is it usually?
As information is given to me, I'll definitely share that with the membership if you need me to come back on the show. But I don't have any information right now regarding that. I wish I did. But as soon as I will find that out, I'll definitely give you guys updates regarding the status of the third division vice chair and what it's doing, what it's not doing.
Okay? So right here you got another moment. Sorry, Blunt. It's like I just gotta get this out.
Man.
Another
Get it
moment.
off your chest.
What would you say to the naysayers now? Because there was a lot of negativity going around. I kept hearing a lot of, I mean, when you was on that last show, there were some comments that were coming through,
Right.
So now that you finally you won.
Right.
I got to say the better man won, because that's what we would say. The better man won, obviously, because you wouldn't be here. What words do you have for your naysayers?
Allow me a chance to serve, to prove you guys wrong. All the naysayers that had some disparaging things to say about me. Hey, it's politics. I get it. I understand that that's part of the game, but judge me from what I do here moving forward, not from what you may have heard about me or what said by another person. And allow me the opportunity to serve you to the best of my abilities. And then come next election or next at the end of my term, then you can give me a honest critique of who I am or what I am, or in terms of union, in terms of how I performed in this union, or have I served your needs, or haven't I served your needs, and that's pretty much it. Just don't write somebody off before they've had a chance to work for you or do the job in the capacity that they've been elected in. So let me do the job, and then you can judge me then. But just give me the chance. Thank you.
Awesome. I was expecting like, that would have been me. I would have like, what do I have to say?
It'd be his last term too. First and last term, right after that.
Right. All right, going up flame.
All right, I want to go back to some facts here, right? Pete, can you give me those numbers again? The election numbers.
The ballots, or who won?
Total ballots.
Okay.
Total ballots sent out, and then the total ballots that came back.
Okay, the total ballots were 4,562.
No, it's 3,000, because I said you got to subtract 1,000 because the union, when they started the control numbers for the ballots, started at 1,000. So it's not. They didn't start from 1. They started. So it's 3,000.
Okay, so 3,562 ballots.
Right.
And only 601 came back.
Right.
Okay, and is that what you wanted, or the other numbers? So
yeah,
that's
good.
That's
Just
it.
So what percentage is that, guys? Come on, you guys.
The percentage is
13.
13.
13
What is he doing the math right? You checking on his math? He's a little kind of sketchy over there.
I didn't write down the numbers.
A little spaghetti over there.
Yeah, but here's the thing that here's the
13%. You're telling me?
But 13% of 3,000. So that's not even reflecting the actual numbers that should be considered in the race, right? So the intellectual thing that you can pull from that is that
let's try to get the numbers now.
People are just the people who are voting are just feeling disenfranchised. They just feel like it's not important enough to cooperate in, right? And that's just a guess. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Give me 1 minute.
Fans. Okay, well, you left altogether. I lost the numbers, but it was 13 point something percent.
So it's about 13%. 13 and a half.
Yeah, something like that.
I had to answer that. But so people just feeling disenfranchised. They feel like don't need to participate and stuff like that, right? So as third chair now, is one of your goals?
Sorry, 13.1%. Sorry, 13.1% of the mailed out ballots.
We got this better, y'all.
So as third chair, what can you do, or is there a plan to address this issue? Because it's not just this particular election; it's every election we have.
Right.
And so, like, Roberto Martinez. Shout out to Roberto Martinez.
Shout out to Roberto Martinez.
I think a lot of people feel the same when he says that the mail-in ballots are archaic and antiquated. So some of y'all might need to pull out the dictionary for that, because this brother
old, basically archaic and old. It's just outdated, outmoded. Yeah, just there's no relevance.
And again, the division knows that, but what can you do as third chair now? You got your foot basically in the door. Can you make some kind of changes for the future?
Electronic voting.
Yeah, it's like that seems to be the way to go.
I can be the voice of the people that want that change, yes. And I have done so in the capacity as executive board member. That's kind of like where you kind of get on your bullhorn and you start, you know.
Well, is there like maybe a petition?
But in terms of third division vice chair, in terms of what I can do, I can be that cog in the wheel, or that part of the mechanism or the machine that is TA Surface, to give it more strength, strengthen it, galvanize it, make TA Surface stronger. And in having a stronger division, the membership is safer, they feel secure. So for me, I felt this election was very important, because we need as many strong individuals, as many strong links in the chain to keep TA Surface, strong, because, who are our natural enemies? Let's talk about, habitat, and kind of make an analogy of like the habitat in the wild. Our natural enemies, our natural predators are MTA management. And so we are the buffer between the membership and management, TA Surface, or in all the divisions, all of the various divisions that we have throughout TWU Local 100. And so it's very important that the buffer is strong. The seawall, however you want to imagine it in your mind, is strong to repel all of the unnecessary discipline that management throws at us on a daily basis, of the number of people that are put out in the street with no pay. And that's kind of like my focus, to protect the members from management, and TA Service plays a big part in that, because like I said, in the division steps up, when it comes to disciplinary hearings and step twos and arbitrations, and really is the front line in fending off management from severe discipline or termination from, for its members. And so that's kind of like one of my main focuses. And also, this election has revealed a lot, because you're out in the field a lot more. You are opening yourself up to the membership more. You meet so many different people. And I got a lot of feedback because I asked them some questions like, what do you want to see out of your union reps? And a lot of them shared with me, they just want to see us more. They just want to see us more boots on the ground. They want to see their union reps, so they can feel secure. They know that, hey, you know what, my union rep has my back. He comes, he or she visits our garage frequently. He's checking in with the depot chair, the section chairs. He's on it. He's talking to management. So this is what they want to see. From my experiences and from my talking to the members, they want to see more of their union reps out there in the division, continuing to do the work that we're doing. And I want to be a part of that. Continue to be a part of that. Excuse me.
I have a correction on my number. It was 17.3.
17.3.
Thank you, Caesar.
Almost 20%.
17.3.
Yeah. All right. So this, you know what? I don't know, bro.
I see you wearing a shirt. Were you there?
Yes.
Of course. Can you? I don't know if Blunt has anything else to ask.
Go ahead, Pete.
If you could give us a quick little rundown, because I heard that really nothing happened.
I was very disappointed. Myself, even the chair Aaron Vasquez out of Gleason, we waited almost an hour and a half for a no-show, which was really annoying and upsetting to me. There was a workshop at the end of the lobby, you have your program. I should have left it in the car. I didn't even ask you those questions. But we had the program at 12:45. We were supposed to meet in meeting room 7 in Albany after the main convocation or whatever. We had lunch or whatever to meet with one of the main highlighted agendas that we were going to that was discussed in Lobby Day, and that was to repeal and maybe replace the Taylor Law, which is big. So somebody was supposed to meet with one of the assembly people that's sponsoring the bill right now. It's currently in the assembly. It's getting a lot of traction with the assembly members, and then hopefully we get enough signatures in the assembly. It goes to the Senate. It passes the Senate. Obviously, it goes to Hochul's desk for signing whatever legislation into law. But basically, there is talk of amending the Taylor Law so where it will not be illegal for us to strike, and that's huge. That pretty much is a game changer for all of us that are under the Taylor Law in New York City. Because right now, as you know, we're under the Taylor Law, and it is illegal. If you didn't know, it's illegal to strike. And if we strike, we are penalized under the Taylor Law, specifically for TWU Local 100 and transit workers. We are fined 2 days pay for every 1 day that we strike. So that is the penalty for us. The penalty for the union, the local, is what they get fined $1 million a day for every day that they strike. And they lose dues checkoff, which means their ability to collect dues that is imposed by a judge. And for how much they impose that time, we don't know. It could be indefinite. It could be for a certain amount of time. But that is almost like a death blow to the union, because if we cannot collect, if a union is unable to collect dues, they can't operate the day-to-day budget and the day-to-day, comings and goings, so to speak.
And it's important for that to happen because you don't want to dismantle the union. Right. A lot of people feel upset at the union, but the consequences of not having a union will be way more messed up than how you feel right now.
I'll put it to this way.
Blunt, I sent you the schedule, Blunt. You think you could put it up? Because since I don't have my Wi-Fi connected, I can't send it to my laptop.
Where did you send it?
A text.
The union isn't perfect, but I would say if we didn't have a union in this job, I'd say probably 1 out of every 4 people that you see walking in the swing room would be fired. That's how serious it is. I've had friends that are in the motor coach industry. They work for other companies, and I hear horror stories. You get into a fender bender with a taxi, you're losing your job. They're firing you on site. You come in late a few times, they're firing you, terminating you. So you definitely see the difference between a unionized and non-unionized job, and they don't get paid as much as we do as well. So I mean, there's a lot of benefits.
And at that point, it's going to be down to where you report to the window. You say you go to Jackie Gleason in Brooklyn, you report in, they're going to say, oh, here, do the BX52 up in the book. And you're going to have no say in that. That's what you're going to have to do.
A regional bus. Right. Pull out a bus in Gleason and go to the Bronx,
Go to the Bronx. Yeah.
I've never done it. Here are the turns.
Right.
You got the turns. Figure it out.
Without the union backing you up, guess what? You're going to have to do it.
And they want to do that. That's part of their grand plan,
That's a lot of operators don't get working here.
Right. If you're on the extra list, if there's no work available in your depot, you're supposed to take your car and drive to Coney, the Bronx or Manhattan, and if there's work available, you got to go to
all these guys that have gotten caught just once on their cell phone, they would have been on the street already.
They would have been gone.
On the
street. Gone. Even though transit has been, what is it? Policy. What's that policy?
Zero tolerance.
Zero tolerance policy. They still, with the backing of the union, they can't just release you like that.
And now if you get caught twice within,
no, you wouldn't be taught twice. That one time. That's it.
I know. But even still, you still are able to preserve your job getting caught twice working for TW Local 100 and FTA. Like you said, one time in other occupations, other jobs or companies, you'd be.
Or other thing, arguing with a customer. You know, that whole
Right.
thing of no knowledge, that's not gonna fly.
Right.
The bottom line is you need a union whether you realize it or not. A lot of people realize it, but a lot of people don't.
Some realize it after they lose a job.
Right.
Right.
And I'm speaking from experience because I came from the private sector to a union job, and the private sector ran me like a dog, and I could do nothing about it. When I calculated my pay when I was in the private sector, I was making about maybe 40,000-50,000. But the amount of work that I was doing, especially when they started changing over to the new system,
right.
When I calculated my pay, I was worth, with the time and the stuff I put in to the how much I was getting paid, I was worth about $6 an hour. They lowered me that much for how much work they was giving me. So it's like, and I couldn't do nothing about it. I spoke, and I even spoke to the brass, and I'm talking like regional managers, like, yo, how come you guys are giving me all this new work and I'm not seeing no new pay? Not even a quarter, a dime, something. He said, well, that's how it goes. This is what you do. Oh, but that was my answer. I said, okay, got to find someplace else to go because this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. They had me working like a dog, and I couldn't do nothing about it. So to go into a union where you get paid per minute, and there's so much protections they give you. I'm like, man, this is a no-brainer. So take it from somebody who's been in both worlds. You don't want to work without the union. You don't. It's just a terrible thing to do. So
it is.
Nobody cares about the Mets, Roberto Chico. Cut it out, bro.
And
what's up, bro?
I also heard that not a lot was said as far as the tier 6. Basically, that's kind of dead in the water. Nothing was.
It's not really dead in the water. They still have, the 2 items that pretty much they were discussed were obviously tier 6.
So these guys need to step up.
Continue
this new blood needs to step up. Needs to get together with the union.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this: we got to step up. I know I'm out of Jackie Gleason. You're out of Jackie Gleason. I wanted to.
I'm about to ban these people over here talking about the Mets. I'm about to ban them right out of.
I wanted to see more buses. I wanted to see more people. 2 buses would have been good. 3 buses would have been, excellent. But we have to get more involvement from our new operators, the people just coming in. It was good to see that we had a lot of new faces, a lot of new blood, but we need more of that because, again, when we retire, when the next generation leaves, who's going to be inheriting this union? Who's going to be inheriting the fight? And that's the biggest problem. I love I got love for all my brothers and sisters, even the ones that take the test to become SLDs. We still, lifelong friends or whatever relationship you have, but we lose those brothers and sisters over that become managers and dispatchers. And a lot of them, you can't knock them. Job security, they don't have to fight with this union stuff and go through all these elections. I get it. Some people are like, the union stuff is too intense for me. I'm going to go the path of management. And I get it, and I respect it. But we need a lot of people. We're losing a lot of good talent, a lot of great minds, a lot of good thinkers, a lot of people that care. We're losing them to management. We need to retain them here in the union. And I think that's a big problem that we have. We have a brain drain that the local 100 is suffering year in and year out. And the brain drain, we're losing those good operators to management. And we have to find a way to retain our young, smart, ambitious operators and turn them into good union men and women so they can continue to fight for us in the next generation.
Do you have any plans for that?
Is that going to be part of your campaign?
I do, but I mean, I have some ideas. I don't have plans. I'll put it that way. I have some ideas. I think there needs to be more, mentorship, really at the grassroots level. I think from the day when they first start working, identify who, explain to them what our union is, the history, and then start recruiting from the inception of people starting their careers with transit.
Okay, so all right, so now let me ask you this real quick.
And then cultivate those relationships and then build them up over the years, and then when the person that does mentoring them, when they're about to retire, close to retiring, and then this transition, to the next generation, to the people that they've been mentoring for those years. That's,
do you have like a particular set of people that you might know that can be mentors?
I have ideas. I mean, I have some. I see a lot of people. Anybody that wants to come and be involved, there's always a potential mentor. A candidate to be a mentee, because they came to you. That means that they're interested. It's not like I have to run it down and chase people and like almost try to sell them the union. But when people come up to you, that's a good sign that they're, these people are interested and they may be in it for the long haul. So
I kind of agree with that. I think that's a good step, but I feel like not everybody's meant to be in that position.
That's
so
true.
I mean, I would still have to kind of vet them in a way.
Right.
But I'm just asking if you feel like
right. Interest.
Is that something that you can implement on your own, or do you need the union's backing to start?
I will probably it would be better to have the union's back instead of kind of lone wolf it and go on it alone. You always want to try to introduce new ideas to the whole team, to the whole unit, and see if it can latch on, and that it can gain traction and then move forward in that, from an idea into something tangible. But I would always like to try to do it that way. Have an idea, bring it to the group, see if it can bear fruit, and then move forward from there.
So let me ask you.
But I still do, sidebar. I still do talk to a lot of people. A lot of people come up to me now. I remember you talked to me, years ago, and you told me, and I see them in the union now. Throughout, sprinkled throughout various, areas or whatever. So I'm always mentoring. I'm always talking to people. I'm always anybody that knows me, I'm always trying to sell the union to them. They don't have to come to me. I'm always like, hey, you need to come to your, division meeting. Hey, you need to get involved. Hey, you need to go live today. So I'm always selling the union. I'm always trying to get people to be involved and to be active and to, take the reins of leadership at some point, potentially.
Okay, because I just feel like damn, I lost my train of thought, bro.
I talk too much.
Rob, Chico, stop it, Chico.
What are you obsessing over Chico for? What is he doing?
Over here bugging out in the comments, man.
What are you doing? The comments?
Yeah. You got another congratulations from Jose Reyes. What up, Jose?
In a minute. Brother Archer, thank you. I'm looking at the comments. Yep.
Yeah. So again, congratulations. Hopefully now your whole team will work on getting this union together, because basically that's all it comes to. Everybody, we got to get together. We all got to be on the same page.
And I'm here to work with everybody. Just a full disclaimer. I'm not politicizing anything. I'm not about, factions, and I'm here for the people. So anything that I need to do to remove a barrier, I'm willing to humble myself. It's not about you're part of this group, I'm part of that group, we can't get along. No.
Yeah, that part got to stop. That thing.
To me, it big stops. I don't know who else is doing it, but on my end, I'm not doing it, and I haven't been doing it. And if you've noticed, Pete, I've been a lot. I haven't been negative. I've not talked about anything. Anything in terms about me splitting people up, that's not coming from me. That rhetoric is coming from somebody else that's trying to keep that going. But as far as I'm concerned, that's dead in the water. That's been an issue that has been resolved. So whoever's talking negativity is coming from somewhere else. It's not coming from me. Whoever's talking separatism is not coming from me.
Chico, that's why you got to put in that work. That's why you got to put in that work, and you have to give the man a chance.
Right.
Don't go with what you've heard. What you heard with the grapevine. Go up to him. Go up to Nas. You're the depot. Go up to him. Talk to him.
If you don't want to work with me, it's because you don't want to work. But I want to work with everybody. So,
you heard it here. you know, what else can we say? I
So
just wish you luck.
Lloyd, the ILO, the Taylor Law thing is
I kept reading
that's a
J Lo.
huge
Say J
issue.
Lo.
That's a huge issue, and I'm going to do some investigative work on that. So some future shows you're going to have some more in-depth stuff about that. But just hold on about that. That's a little bit more intricate than what we could discuss here right now. Right now, we're just giving our flowers to the man himself right here. So so you're hopefully. Can I give you some unsolicited advice, Nas, real quick? Now that you're, first of all, for the people that's watching and the members that are watching, whatever you may have heard or through the grapevine about Nas, it's right now you should be adult enough to nip that from this point on. He was elected, whether you like him or not, the numbers don't lie. He was elected by the members, which represents you. So now he's your official. So from this point on, give him a clean slate, give him some time, let him work his things, and see what he does. Form your own opinion about him. Don't just listen to whatever these people say out in the street, because Bochinche will go everywhere and usually never correct. So from this point on, give him your full support and let him do what he do. Give him a chance to do what he does. And so for Nas, what I will say is, first of all, congratulations on the win. You came from the barbecue to where you at now, and that's really a relatively short period of time to accomplish the things that you've accomplished. Whether we like you or not is irrelevant. The fact that you accomplished what you accomplished earns respect. It demands respect. So you definitely got my respect from at least from this point. I mean, you always had my respect, but people may not know. But
you just got it now.
But I just hope that from this point on, you continue to, because you always been a brother who puts his, like, you, to use your coin, to coin your term, you're 10 toes down. And for mine, you put your boots to ground, and you try as much as you can to make your work speak for you. So I hope you continue that trend.
Thank you, Blunt. Appreciate that.
Also, I hope that you continue to develop thick skin, because as you know, when you're doing good in a good territory, people will try to bring you down. And you have to let that roll off of you. And especially, and I want to make this point, like, underline this, especially to the ones that you may not like personally. Right. Make it like a mission to help them against what you may be feeling inside, and make sure you help them well. That way that work can speak for you too. And then just be like the best you can. So let me stop, because I could go on and on.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, my brother.
I got it wrong.
But yeah, like,
he giving me the red light.
I got nothing to say no more. I don't have to say anything. He took over the whole script, so it was good. Whatever he said.
So Pete, any parting words for me, Pete?
We used to talk a lot. We used to talk a lot before you got to start running, before you started doing your shenanigans show and all that. You know, right. I'm just saying. You know, I don't know if you're still doing it, but just stop with the 5 minutes of Mirta de Perales, and we're good. All right. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I got you.
But I wish you the best of luck with that. We had some other things we had to talk to, guys. One of the things we wanted to mention, because I had on the thumbnail. We'll talk about it on the next show, but it's just,
you know what?
Because we need more to talk about it, more time, and that's this Tennessee shootout that just happened. If you join us on the next show, because we want to really talk about that.
Yeah, what were you saying? Nas, if you're free tomorrow, man, come join us at the lounge so we can give you a celebratory toast.
Is it tomorrow? Salty Dog?
No, it's not tomorrow. Saturday. Sorry. Saturday.
April 1st is tomorrow?
April 1st, Saturday. My bad. I want it to be tomorrow so bad. Need to get my drink. Guys, if you didn't hear,
for those of you that are in the group, you heard it.
If you haven't heard,
I gotta run. I gotta break my fast, guys. But take care.
Go break.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
Go break a leg while you're at it.
All right, Nas. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you. Congratulations again.
I'll see you at the depot.
And hopefully we don't.
Oh my God, let's go. That wasn't me.
That wasn't me neither.
That wasn't me. He took
that himself out. That was the Obama
out.
internet he has.
He took himself out.
That was the Obama internet.
So
now it's going. All right. So do you want to say about the
let me just take it out of here now because it's in the middle of the screen. He didn't take himself out.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah.
No, I don't think we have enough time. We got like 10 minutes.
We got time. We ain't gonna stretch it out.
Yeah, no, I don't want to stretch it out too much. But okay. So I started. We get a lot of news on TikTok, and this whole shootout that happened. You know that Izzy Van, that guy that talks. We know the guy with the bearded guy on TikTok. So he came on and talked about the whole shootout. By the way, our condolences to the families, friends, the poor children losing their lives so young. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't continue happening. That's why I want to talk. And you know what? I want to bring it up in the next show because I have some numbers I want to run through. So yeah, I don't necessarily want to bring it up right now. But I will put this video up because what he had said in the comments on his video, people were saying this cannot be a female. Are you sure it's not trans? Because a woman would never think of doing something like that, to go into a school and shoot children. This had to be a man or had to be a trans. And the things would go back and forth, right? We go back and forth that, here comes now the people talking about it has to be trans, this and that, without getting any information. Those people on TikTok were right, because the shooter was actually a trans. It wasn't a female. It was transgendered, which makes more sense. Like they were saying that a woman wouldn't have the heart to do something like that. There's more to it. Yeah, I mean, there's more to it. I want to talk about it in the next show because there's something fishy that's been going on in the school from years back, 2007, 2008, about children being touched from back then. And this person, Audrey Hale, as a trans person goes by, was at that time in that school. So it's something like that was a buildup happening from back then.
Right. So it looks like you got a yeah. We're not gonna get it. We don't have
a bigger
time
story. That's
so,
why we will talk about this.
So join us next week, guys. We're gonna get into this. It seems like there's a huge backstory to this that a lot of people don't know. So we're gonna be definitely talking about that next week's show, because we don't have enough time right now.
No, but if was anything else that we could show these people? Well, just thank everybody for coming in.
Paula, check. If you're
there's one thing I want to know.
If you're asking me, I'm saying no, and there's a reason behind that. But
what's that?
Who knows what the future may hold? So are you gonna have Nakia Howe on the show?
I'll say it. I mean,
I would say no, but I it's not about me. It's about the show. So
yeah,
I'm gonna say no. Yep.
Invite was sent. The invite was sent.
Text for going back and forth. Long time no see, JJ. Mr. Drums. What's good, bro?
Oh shit! Look who popped in.
Yeah. So yeah, man.
About to get retired too.
Congratulations to Nas for winning, and congratulations to all of the candidates that ran. It wasn't easy. It's not a loss. It's a lesson. Remember that. You didn't lose. You just learned something. So take that with you on to the next election. Don't stop what you've been. A lot of you guys who've been running have been doing stuff to help the union. Just because you didn't get elected don't mean you should stop what you're doing. You're still doing great work on your own, and continue to do that. Please don't stop. The union needs you whether they know it or not.
You sure about that?
Are you sure about
Are
that?
you sure about that? All right,
Yes,
all right.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Look at the numbers don't lie, bro. The people who are disenfranchised. You know what? Let me ask you a question, Pete. If I started a petition that says transit needs to go with electronic voting, would you sign it?
Of course.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I am going to start a petition.
Okay.
I'm going to start a petition that says, actually, I started already, but I'm just putting in the description. It's the members of the TWU are feeling disenfranchised when it comes to the mail-in ballots of every election that happens. So I'm going to finish that description so that the elected officials would have numbers. And I want, if you can, the people to share, at least even if it's just this portion, to share out the petition. And the only thing I'm asking for people is when they sign, if you are a TWU member, just make sure when you sign it, you also put local member. You don't have to say who you just put local member so that it's easier for them to track how many actual members are signing it. And the more people you get to sign, of course, the better it is. You can take it to your elected official. You have hard paper. You have hard evidence to say that this is the direction that the union wants to go. And it doesn't matter who's trying to back out of it. If 20,000 people sign it that are local members, the union has to listen and has to figure out a way to go in that direction. Because I feel like, especially the newer millennial generation, they don't really care about mail-in ballots. For them, that's just too much work. They rather look on their phone and go, "Oh, who's running? Let me look. Scroll. There you go. My vote is in." With electronic voting, they rather just do it like that. So I kind of feel like you don't have a choice but to go that route.
It's just funny that someone who was a transit operator is thinking about doing this. See?
I know.
You
still feel like I'm part of. I mean,
you're not in the
guys are
system
my
anymore,
family.
and you come up with this idea to do this thing.
Yeah, you guys are family. So I mean, what the hell? Why not? I want to see you guys make it. I want a better. The union was great when I was there, and to see it fall apart and crumble from the outside is disheartening. But at the same time, there's still a lot of people in there who care, and I feel like those people who care can outweigh the people who don't. Because at the end of the day, the ones who care get the most stuff done, and the ones who don't still benefit from the ones who care, whether they know it or not. So this might as well get the union to go in the right direction. Because I remember a time when if you had a city job, you were straight. And it's becoming more and more unlike that. City people can't live in the city no more. They can't afford it. They can't. City jobs are not the same like they used to, and that's because a lot of this disenfranchisement. But I'm going to start the petition. When I get it finished, I'm going to post it on our sister page, on my page, on Two Trans and Misfits page. There's going to be a link in the description to it and everything, and it will have nothing to do with the Mets, Roberto Chico.
All right. So thanks again for everybody for joining us.
Yep.
It was a nice race. It was nice to have all of them in 1 week, it was really cool.
Almost all of them.
It was crazy. But yeah, we could answer that question about why someone else wasn't on here at a later date. But let's end with that. Yep. With that said, I'm Brooklyn Pete.
I'm your boy Blunt.
And that's the end of our show.
And look for the petition and fuck them if they can't take a joke.
Good night, everybody.
Later, you sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?